September 27th, 5 French Rafale fighter jets take off. Their destination, Deir al-Zor in Syria. Their target, an Islamic State group training camp. The next day, the French president announced the camp was completely destroyed and explained the goals of the bombing campaign.
It's targets that correspond to training centers or places where we are aware that the Islamic State terrorist group is threatening the security or could threaten the security of our country or undertake terror attacks.
A few days later, more French airstrikes, this time in Raqqa. According to the French paper Le Monde, French fighters in Syria are being targeted. In particular, this man, Salim Ben Ghalem, who's known as an executioner of the Islamic State group. Reconnaissance flights carried out over several weeks along with U.S. intelligence information helped locate the Frenchman. The Prime Minister justified the airstrikes.
The attacks are being planned in Syria. In the name of self-defense, it is an obligation to strike the Islamic State group.
An obligation to strike because terrorists had already targeted Paris. Last January, gunmen opened fire on the offices of Charlie Hebdo and took hostages in a kosher grocery store. Other plots have been foiled or stopped at the last minute, like the attack on the Thalys train. Many of the perpetrators appear to have spent time in Syria. The Thalys train attack seems to have been the turning point for France. It's after that the French government decided to carry out its own airstrikes in Syria. This month, more sites have again been targeted, and on Saturday, Manuel Valls announced military operations within Syria will continue.